Hello students, welcome to Veranda IAS. From the current affairs of science and technology, in this session we are going to learn about black tigers. The learning objective of this particular session will be to examine the black tigers. Then we will discuss the black tigers in news. Further, we will discuss the color of the tigers and then we'll outline the habitat of black tigers, and then finally we will study or list the types of the tigers found in India. So let's first begin by introducing ourselves to the black tiger. Now we all have heard about the tiger. This may be new that there is a black tiger. So these black tigers are basically found in Simlipal Tiger Reserve, which is in Odisha. Okay. Now these black tigers, they have become prone to the extinction. Okay, that they are endemic, they are prone to the extinction, and this is because of the genetic changes that are happening. They are black because of the genetic change. Simply, they are prone to the extinction, and at the same time, they are what you can say, because of the genetic changes, they are the black tigers. So with that, now why they were in the news recently? In the Simplipal Tiger Reserve in Odisha, scientists have solved the mystery of state's black tiger in September 2021. Like, it was a mystery as to why the tigers, like we find very rarely a tiger's fur or the coat is black in color. So what is the basis of that change that has been identified by the scientists in the September 2021? Now, Simplipal Tiger Reserve is the world's only tiger habitat with the melanistic tigers. Melanistic means, we all know there is a compound known as melanin, and this melanin is responsible for the color changes. Okay, it is an hormone. Tigers which have broad black strips across their bodies that are thicker than those observed on the other tigers. So like in tigers there are black, but then the strips of the black color are more, or they are broader compared to those of the other types of tigers. Now, color of the tigers are dark in color or have a black coat. So that is the specific thing about them. Now, why they are? Now, according to the 2018 tiger census, 3 out of the 8 tigers in the Simplipal are pseudo-melanistic. That means they are not completely melanistic, but they are in between being a complete melanistic and being in between the normal tiger. Now, black tigers are the mutant Bengal tigers. Mutations. Now, obviously, if certain changes regarding color or anything is happening, then it has to be a genetic material. So, they are the mutants of the Bengal tiger. Mutants means whenever there are genetic changes, then we call it to be a mutant. So, when the Bengal tigers had a genetic change, we can say we are having the black tigers. Now, in black tigers, the deoxyribose nucleic, every living organism has a deoxy DNA as a genetic material. So that is deoxyribose nucleic acid. It changes from cytosine to thymine in TACPEP gene. Okay, so remember this. It is because of the change in the DNA, which is change in the form of cytosine to thymine. We know the DNA has adenine, guanine, thymine, cytosine. So here the cytosine is changed to thymine in this particular gene, and that particular gene is responsible for that pseudo-melanistic character of that particular tiger. And what is that gene? That is TACPEP gene. Now, what type of question can be asked? They will just simplify, they will just give you this name. Recently there was a news about the TACPEP gene. To what it is related? It is related to these black tigers. Okay, and what is it? What is the change? The cytosine has changed to thymine in this particular tiger. Now, what is the habitat of the black tigers? Now, see, as we said, only Simplipal is one of the tiger reserve which is having the black tigers in India or in the world. But there are also, like in the zoos, if you see zoological park and the zoological parks, we are finding what you can say the black tigers. They are basically zoos, but the natural habitat is only Simplipal Tiger Reserve, which is in Odisha. Then in the another zoological parks of Nandakanan Zoological Park in Bhubaneswar, we can find a black tiger, and there is also Aringar Anna Zoological Park in Chennai, where you can find the black tiger. So this is about the habitat, but again understand, this is their natural habitat. Okay, natural habitat, whereas these are the zoos. So only one place in the world has the black tigers, and that is Simplipal Tiger Reserve in the Odisha. That makes a significant probability for the question. Further, now what are the characteristics of the black tiger? First of all, frequency rate. That means how much they are. They are just 0.8 to 0.6, 0.8 to 60%. So that is the frequency of the black tiger. Then what are the advantages? While hunting, darker coats in the closed canopy gives them the protection. So that is their advantage. So when they are hunting, obviously because of the dark color, they can remain protected, or the protection, or they can remain hidden. And once you are hidden, so obviously you can attack in the further cases. So that is one of its advantages. So while hunting, darker coats in the closed canopy gives them the protection. Further, emergence of the black tigers, tiny population and lengthy isolation. So this is another what you can say characteristics of the black tiger. Further, the geographical isolation, inbreeding distinctive dark tigers in the symplegm. So inbreeding, obviously it is located at only one habitat, so obviously they are distinctive to that location. So the geographical isolation is there, they are not found any other locations, and because of that the breeding that happens only in that tiger reserve. So that is the feature, characteristic, geographical isolation. They are isolated from the other kinds of tigers. Fine. So another, let's move on to see the types of tigers that are found in India. Now this is many of you must have seen these type of tigers here in zoos or in the tiger reserves, but let's start by them. The first one is the white tiger. The white tiger is a subspecies of Bengal tiger. Subspecies of Bengal tiger that has been seen in the wild. Okay. White tigers have been found in captivity with approximately 100 in Indian zoo. So rather than in natural habitats, they are mostly limited in the zoos and all those things. In Delhi Zoo, Mysore Zoo and the Nandakanan Zoological Park. So white tigers, rather than finding them in the natural habitat, they are found mostly in the zoos. So there are around 100 of them. Then we have the golden tiger. The golden tiger is an uncommon color variation generated by the recessive gene. See, whatever the changes in the colors and all those things happen, they happen because of genetics. Even it happens in the human beings also. So the golden tiger is a color variation of the tiger, which is basically outcome of a recessive genes. Now the habitat, the Kaziranga National Park Reserve in Assam is home to an extremely beautiful and rare golden female tiger. There have been no confirmed recent wild sightings. So again, they are limited only to one tiger reserve or one national park, which is Kaziranga National Park in Assam, which has one female golden tiger. Now again, understand these changes are because of the genetic changes. So we cannot just say they are the complete new species. Okay, this is golden tiger, like here we use the white tiger is subspecies of Bengal tiger. That means they are existing, but this is because of the certain changes that has happened in that tiger, mostly the genetic changes. That's why it is existing. So that's simple it is. Like in human beings also we have certain traits which are existing to that individual only. Now we have snow tiger. Now by the name goes, so obviously the habitat will change. The snow tigers are similar to Royal Bengal tigers in that they are yellow orange in color. Remember this, yellow orange in color with black strips. Yellow orange in color with the strips which are black. However, their names comes from their habitat. India's first snow tiger has been spotted in Arunachal Pradesh, Upper Dibang Valley, high in the Himalayas at 3,630 meters around the snow-capped peaks of the eastern Himalayas. So there another type of tiger, snow tiger. By the name itself, it must be living at the region which is very cold, which is snow-capped. So obviously we have the region, that region is Arunachal Pradesh. Again, they are similar to the Royal Bengal tiger, having yellow-orange color with the black strips. Then we have swamp tigers. Okay, now swamp tigers, like they are living in the swamps. This is again, by the name comes by the habitat itself. The Sundarbans swamp tiger is smaller version of the Royal Bengal tiger with a thinner look and the ability to run through the mangroves of the Sundarbans. So they have a thinner look. They are much thinner than compared to the other types of tigers that are found in India. The Sundarban is one of the world's largest Bengal tiger sanctuaries. You can just go on Google and or on the YouTube also, you will find a very fascinating tigers in that particular region. So even there are a lot of books about the Sundarban tigers, they being manhunters and all those things. And in present time, because the mangroves are getting reduced, their habitat is being changed. So in context of climate change and the impact on the environment and biodiversity, every now and then are in the news. So remember this. So the swamp tigers, this we can simply say the tigers in the Sundarban, which are smaller but they are very fast and all those things. They generally live in the mangroves and all. So before we summarize, the question, what type of question can come from this is that they will give you the list of the tigers, types of the tigers, and they will ask you which type of the tigers do exist in India. So what we have white tiger, we have golden tiger, we have snow tiger, and the swamp tigers. So all these tigers are type of tigers are existing in India. Majority of them, they have the same natures, but because of the change in the habitat, like snow tiger, it is like similar to Royal Bengal tiger, but it is living in the snow. So obviously because of the snow, or because of the climate changes and all those things, it has adapted to that level. Okay, so they are part and parcel of same thing, but it is the habitat that is creating the changes, right? So finally, to summarize what we have learned the black tigers, then we studied black tigers in news, that recently recently they identified the nature or the change that was responsible for the tiger being black in the Simplipal Tiger Reserve of Odisha. Then we studied the colors of the tigers. Then we studied the habitat of the black tigers. And then we studied the types of tigers found in India. With that, I hope you have understood whatever we have discussed in this particular session. That's it for this session. See you in another one. Thank you.